I just got the call from my friends at the fly shop, and they're telling me the fall run is in on Cape Breton Island. So I've packed up a bag in quick speed. I have a selection of rods, some neoprene waders, some colorful flies, and I'm headed to the island to fish for Atlantic salmon on a heritage river called the Margaree. Why don't you join me? This is going to be my trophy room. I think that every great sportsman needs a trophy room, and this. What a Catch is inviting people to come on a fishing trip with me. That's what I do. I'm a professional fisher. I fish around the world. I chase big game fish. This is going to look great up here. This is a picture of me, a day at the office for Catherine Maroon. Could be Atlantic salmon, taimen. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm chasing these big game fish that are really sought after. So I want people to travel along with me and experience the culture and the food, the good times, the bad times, and all the things that happen along the way. I go off to these wonderful places. I'm a city girl. I'm a city mouse, but a country mouse too. So I leave the city and I go off to these remote places, and you get the feeling that no one else has ever walked where you're walking. And you get to fish in pristine wilderness. What a catch.
A rugged, unpopulated country. Visitors will find brilliant skies, storied waters, and full foliage. Angling takes place on rivers that are rich with lore and maritime legend. This week, we travel to Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, with Catherine to pursue the elusive and much sought-after Atlantic salmon. On Canada's sea coast, Nova Scotia holds many salmon-producing waters. Our chosen river, the Margaree, sits on the northwest side of the island. The river, home to the remarkable Atlantic salmon, flows from the highlands to the St. Lawrence Seaway. This trip is all about the journey. Like the fish, Catherine has travelled a great distance. Catherine regards this as her home river. She makes a point of coming back every fall. This is a place locked in time, and because access is granted to all, you might witness another angler catching or playing an Atlantic salmon up to 40 pounds. Spending time on this river, Catherine is revived by the colour and beauty of the land. Pool hopping, moving from pool to pool, searching for the taking fish in the tawny water is the best way to fish the Margaree. This practice will almost always have you meeting friends along the way.
Well, I'm here with Leonard Forsyth, who has worked almost 4 decades with the Atlantic salmon. And we're sitting here at the harbor thinking about the fish that are making their way back from Greenland. Tell me a little bit about their journey.
Well, they've been up there feeding now around Greenland in that area for 1 to 3 years. And they're now fully conditioned and sexually mature, ready to spawn. So they're going to head home to their natal river where they were born and raised. And so they migrate down along the coast of Labrador and along the eastern coast of Newfoundland, and then across the Cabot Strait to hit Cape Breton, heading towards the mouth of the Margaree River. And once they hit that river, they will eventually make their way up the river to the spawning grounds, and that's dependent on a lot of things like water flow and temperature and things like that.
On this return to the Margaree, Catherine is following and fishing her way along the path of the returning salmon, from the harbour mouth to the sanctuary, head of the river. Catherine meets the well-known bench builder Eugene LeBlanc and long-time champion of the river Mike Crosby along the way, to name a few.
You've got a big fish, Eugene? So tell me, you're in the slower water at the tail end of the pool. You know, I saw this fisherman in Newfoundland take a rock and throw it behind the fish, and it made it move. Can we try that?
Okay.
I'll get a rock. boulder, and I'll throw it behind the fish and see if we can move them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Very good.
It moved them! Those Newfoundlanders.
That's a beautiful fish, huh? Wow. Good job done.
Let's go for lunch. Sit on your bench. Mine is mine. Well, you know they're ready. Oh, when the antenna falls off.
They're ready.
They're ready. Ah, there's the antenna. I'm hungry too. Ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Dinner's on.
Come and get it, boys. First time I eat lobster. First by the river. Mm-hmm. First time.
Well, we'll do it again next season, you and I.
Okay, that's a deal.
After the break, we will follow the salmon further up the Margaree River. What a beautiful vista.
It's just gorgeous here. The Margaree is a very beautiful river from the head of the river right to the ocean.
Well, where are we on the river?
Well, right now we're about halfway from the ocean to the head of tide. We're in what they call the estuary part of the river. And this is an area of transition for the salmon. It's where they acclimate from fresh water to salt water, or if they're coming in from salt water to fresh water.
Cold?
I'm cold.
You want a hot chocolate?
I'd love a hot chocolate to warm up. You know, after we have a hot chocolate, why don't you suit up and come fish with me?
I will.
Okay, that'd be great. Wow, Eugene, that's a big salmon. Look at him head shape. That's a big fish. You feel heavy? Another jump. Oh my gosh, another jump. He's a fresh fish. Is that the biggest one you've had this season? He's huge. Do you throw the hook? Well, you had 5 jumps out of him.
Yes.
Can I see the lucky fly? That was awesome. That's a nice start to your day. That'll put a spring in your step.
Yeah.
You're my hero. You know, the Margaree River doesn't give up her fish easily. You know, maybe 500 a season. That's 501. Yeah, nicely done.
Oh,
Yeah, can I see? It's a muddler. A white muddler. Aren't you fancy?
wow. Look at this.
And The hook is good and sharp, but he threw
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
after 5 jumps.
5 jumps, yeah. Wow.
Nice start to the day. Good for you. Good for you. Well, you can do it again.
I'll try it.
Now listen, can I beg, borrow, or steal a white muddler off you? I know.
I'm going to give you this.
You're a great friend.
Okay.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
The fun isn't only the fishing. There's a ceilidh almost every night of the week in Cape Breton.
Melody, I'm going to a ceilidh tonight and I need to learn some steps. What would you suggest?
Well, we're going to have to drive her. Let's learn some steps.
We're going to have to drive her. What's that?
Well, I'm going to have to show you some steps, and we're going to
Okay.
see what we're going to do. Okay.
I can't do that.
The other foot now.
Oh, you did
Shuffle
hop.
out.
Shuffle.
Well, you can do that too.
Tap, tap.
You're going to be
Okay,
a pro.
right off the bat, I need new shoes.
You think?
Uh,
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe you do.
more comfortable footwear.
So what do you think? Well, pretty goofy looking. No real traditional shoes.
Will they do?
Oh, what the heck? Let's just drive her.
When we come back, we'll tie up some salmon flies and have a chance to have a closer look at an Atlantic salmon while visiting with my buddy Mike. Well, that's a great collection of flies.
It sure is, and throughout the whole museum, Catherine, you have not only a wonderful collection of flies, but you have a representation of some of the great fly tyers from around the world. When you look and actually look at some of these flies, you'll see that they're tied by people really from all over the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, and they represent the whole history of Atlantic salmon flies, from the very traditional patterns to the kind of things that we use today, and really they have changed so much. Even in the short time that I've been salmon fishing, what we fish with today is so much different than what we fished with 25 years ago,
Well,
for example.
give me an example of that.
Well, an example of that would be when you look down at these spay patterns here, which are tied by Bill Wilbur from Massachusetts, who's a friend of mine. Those are tied in the traditional style that salmon flies would have been tied in hundreds of years ago when people first started to tie for flies for Atlantic salmon. And then you'll look right next to it, you've got this cardinal, which is a very bright pattern and something that has evolved over probably the last 15 or 20 years.
And
It's very
I've
effective.
seen that tied onto your line, that cardinal.
You will see that particular fly tied on my line.
One of my favorite flies on this river is the GP. Can you tie one up for me?
I sure can, Catherine, and it is a real good fly on this river now. We're going to have to tie a real quick adaptation of it here because we want to get back out on the river. And so we're going to use a little bit untraditional materials. We're going to use some rabbit fur to go ahead and do this, and we'll come up with something that looks a little bit like a GP and works as well or better than the original general practitioner. Alrighty, well, we've got it half done, Catherine. And we're going to add a little crystal flash because this time of year the fish tend to like a little bit of flash in the fly. Makes it a little bit shiny in the water, and the fish really like that. So we'll add a little orange crystal flash over top, and then a little piece of golden pheasant to finish the fly off.
You
Lays
are
right
tying
over
that
top.
for me.
Well, yeah, okay, I am tying that for you. We'll let you go catch a fish on this fly, and we'll be done here in just a quick second and get to the real important part, which is the actual fishing of the fly. But all right, Catherine, we're just about done, and this is going to be a really nice fly for you to go fishing with this afternoon. Nice bright day and a nice bright fly to go with that. And we'll hope that salmon agree with what you and I are doing here, and that one of them decides to grab a hold of this afternoon for you. So there's a very quick adaptation of a general practitioner made with rabbit fur and ready to take to the river.
That's a beauty. It feels lucky.
It looks lucky, girl.
All right.
All right.
Let's have some lops.
Okay, let's do it. Look at this, is a beautiful fish. Look at it.
Oh my God, Michael Crosby, that's a big fish.
It is a nice salmon.
It's a big salmon, a big fall salmon. Now, can I tail it?
You go right ahead, girl. Get out there and
Do you
tail
think
it.
it's ready to go?
You're gonna find out in a minute when you go out there. You get a glove.
Oh, that's a big salmon. That's a big salmon. Michael Crosby. Michael Crosby, the king of salmon on the Margaree. Do you want to release your fish? We were just down in the valley and we've worked our way up into the highlands following the Atlantic salmon. What's special about this watershed for them?
Well, it's a good, clean habitat. There are no major natural barriers that salmon can't surmount. So I guess that's what makes it so special.
What makes this such a good spawning habitat?
Well, for one thing, it has excellent spawning gravel here for salmon. Also, there's a good mixture of different size cobble, which makes it ideal for carp, and it's just generally a good salmon habitat.
Fishing for Atlantic salmon will teach you patience and perseverance. Lessons learned from a day on the river and observing the incredible journey of the salmon are not to be forgotten.
Stay tuned. It's my last day in Nova Scotia and my last chance to catch an Atlantic salmon this season. I got up super early this morning before the sun. I saw the sunrise. I didn't have breakfast or coffee. And I got up early because my license tells me it's my last day on the water, Atlantic salmon fishing, until June. I've had some hookups, but I haven't landed any fish yet, so I'm desperate for a fish. And I'll be fishing until sundown. Tight lines.
Okay, this is the 11th hour. We need to head to the airport. The fish is right here, close enough. I almost have my, wow! Wow! Wow, what a catch! This is a big fish. Oh my gosh, I hope my leader's strong enough. It's 8-pound test. I think he's gonna jump. Oh, he's head shaking. Incredible. I think it's a big male. I can just see him in the tawny water. There are a lot of leaves in the water, so I've been fooled quite a bit. Oh, wow, wow. I have a big fall fly on. It has a long tail and they've been taking short, so they've been throwing the hook on me the last few days. But this guy's well hooked. And I'm almost up to the leader. The fly line is almost to the rod tip. Oh, what a bend in this rod. I've got an 8 weight, and it's all I can do to hold this fish.
When an Atlantic salmon boils through your flight, it's like a train wreck, sheer power. At that moment, it's you and the ancient fish and the true wilderness adventure.
Oh, what a gorgeous fish. There's nothing like Atlantic salmon fishing. I think I'll take it down to some slack water. I think he's using the current to his advantage. I think this fish is ready to come in. Oh, what a catch! Look at this beauty. Wow. Well, I'm gonna need some calipers because he really has that fly. He's well hooked. Okay, I got the fish. Oh, wow, my last catch of the season. Great memories to get me through the winter. I'll revive her nicely. He turned out to be a she, that's kind of nice. She can go do what she needs up in the sanctuary. What a cat.
The Atlantic salmon, the fish of 10,000 casts, the thrill of the quest, the ones that got away and the ones that didn't. An integral part of fishing for Atlantic salmon is understanding the remarkable lives of the fish and knowing that these are not feeding fish, but rather they are angling for you as you are for them.